At number 19, I have Drake Maye. 15 touchdowns, 10 picks, 9 fumbles last year. So we talked about sort of as you mentioned just a short time ago, some of his mistakes were masked because they were so bad. And some of his mistakes were just like, hey, we are bad. So you're hoping that it was sort of just wing it. Just, hey, I got to make a play. And if I'm coached better, if we're a better football team, I'm going to understand, throw the ball away, take the 2-yard sack, whatever the case may be. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't put the football in harm's way. I was talking to someone, and I'm actually going to write this for Boston Sports Journal when I do the quarterback positional previews as we get ready for training camp. I talked to 3 different defensive coordinators that played against the Patriots. 2 of them will see him again this year. And I asked one of them sort of how he viewed their first experience with Maye. And he said, well, we went into the game thinking he's a rookie with all this physical talent, but we don't know that he can solve problems yet. And that's not uncommon, right? For a young quarterback making, whatever. He was in the single digits in starts when they had their first meeting. And I said, okay, so then what happened after? Like, what did you see after the game? What was your view? And he said exactly the same going in, that physically he's a little bit better than he thought he was, but that we gave him some problems that he wasn't able to solve. And he thought that Alex Van Pelt, their offensive coordinator last year, did a pretty good job with Drake. And I think we talked about that during the course of the year. If anybody on that staff had made a case to at least come back when we thought that they were going to remain, it was him. But that now he has Josh, and obviously Josh has 20-something years of offensive coordinator and head coaching experience, and maybe he will sort of unlock that part of Drake's brain and allow him to be more of a problem solver this year than he was. And his point was, if he becomes more of a problem solver, and again, we have no idea whether he can or not. Based on what I had heard about him and talking to people from North Carolina, they feel he has that in his game and showed some of that at North Carolina. But if they can unlock that part of his brain, then ranking him 19th will be a mistake, and he'll be much higher than that. Or what we find out is that gunslinger mentality, right, that he has embraced and says, that's part of who I am. I'm a playmaker. I want to make plays. That maybe that's just let's call it the Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield. Baker always, especially early on, like, I'm just going to make throws. Like, I believe I can get the ball there. And maybe Drake feels the same way. So that's sort of where I am with Drake.